102. Mentioned earlier in the game that these Fighting Irish hitters have faced this entire Tennessee staff, or at least the prominent pitchers in the staff, already this season via virtual reality. What do you think 102 looks like VR?
I don't know. I saw 99 from Randy Johnson from the right side. I was a left-handed hitter, but they told me to go up right-handed and not swing in spring training, so I did. I'd never seen anything like that in my life.
Did you have the right helmet?
No, I didn't, Tom. I actually had one that had the ear flap on the right ear, which you would if you're a left-handed hitter. Davey Lopes is your manager, and he says go up there right-handed and don't swing, and you're so confused that you just do it before you grab another helmet. Your ear flap is actually facing the stands, which
offers less protection that way, Kyle.
It does. It looks a little strange too.
George Beck handles it, and Lamanna is retired. One down. Zach Preisner coming up.
They surprised you, but I struck out. I didn't swing.
Now batting the short pitch, number 44.
The third one was right under my chin, and I almost wet myself.
A real major leaguer. Preisner found territory for Lipsius, and he couldn't quite reach it. It looked like it went off the stone topping on the brick wall there.
Stone topping. Not the most delicious topping, but a stone topping down the line. Hit that or just hit the... Yeah, it was right off the topping.
This Notre Dame outburst has deadened this crowd a bit. Slider in for a strike, nothing at 2.
102 was a lot harder when you start landing up. Lamanna, you can see the hitter before, man. You got to get those hands going so early because you're dialing up for a fastball that's well over 100 miles an hour.
Preisner, the only Notre Dame starter without a hit tonight. Senior from Carlsbad, California, to San Marcos High School. And he goes in swinging at the slider, 2 down. Second K for Joyce.
There was that slider, so fastball up to 102 in the at-bat, then he comes back with, oh yeah, I've got this one. Starts over the outside corner. Preisner can't hold up. Second strikeout since Ben Joyce has come into the game.
Jared Miller back to the left side now. That's where his home run came from in the second. And he bounces one up the middle. 2-out single for Miller, who's back in the starting lineup for the first time since May 14th. Missed all that action with a dislocated shoulder. Pardon me, for Miller, and Lee Jarrett went out there and spent a lot of time in the third BP today.
Well, he likes being in his lineup. Solo home run, his first at bat out to right center field. That's just his 4th home run of the year, not a single here. So Miller, 2 hits, has been on there 2 or 3 times. Now let's see if he tries to take off. 8 stolen bases on him.
This is Brooks Coetzee the third. Singleton scored in the 4th inning. Not going. Snap throw back to first. Talking with Tony Vitale, the Tennessee head coach, yesterday about the run game, and he said, you know, we're willing to give something up. We're willing to give up the battle to win the war, and the war is between the pitcher and the hitter.
Yeah, I thought being that, listen, they may steal a few more bases. Some of it is because Russell is not a great thrower. Not terrible, but it's not great. But the other is because their pitchers aren't as worried about being quick to home plate. They're more worried about plus stuff. In this case, Ben Joyce has got to go back to work. It's a 3-0 count. Coetzee, I think you got to be taken the entire time.
Strike 3-1.
Not a lot of dudes that lay a 3-0 fastball in there at 102. Let me just flip one in there at 3-0 and light it up at 102.
That's his second serve. could be
I think he did.
a wild pitch that allowed Miller to advance. Huge lead at second for Miller. Check swing. It's ball 4. And now breaking for third, and now turning back is Miller. They throw behind him there, and he just gets in ahead of the throw. And this is where you start to see some of the Notre Dame creativity on the base paths. Frank Anderson, the Tennessee pitching coach, is out of the dugout, checks with the home plate umpire, Ken Levy, before heading to the mound.
So watch this. You talk about the base runner all the way off. Miller is. Now he takes off running because Tennessee's defense was reacting like they thought it was strike 3.
Yeah, Lipscomb started coming off the field.
Lipscomb started coming off the field. Cortland Lawson, if Lawson breaks to second base right there, Miller, the base runner's out. Watch this. He is way off, and Lawson's not even in the picture. He's standing there. Then he's late to get there. Because he's late to get there, Russell has to wait for him. Waits. Miller gets all the way back, and now Notre Dame with 2 outs and nobody on now has 2 guys on with 2 outs.
Irish already up 8-2. Here's Spencer Myers. Myers has been around for a while. He's a graduate. 2019, made 53 starts. Stolen bases 3 years ago with 22 since A.J. Pollock, before going to the big leagues, hit 28 for the Irish in 2008.
Last time up, let a perfect bunt single down. They're giving it to him again right now if he wants it. Lipscomb's 10 steps behind the back.
That little flick towards second is simply to reset the pitch clock for Ben Joyce. Miller looking for Lawson, who's nowhere to be found at short. And there he goes. Pitches a swing and a miss. And he'll cede the stolen base to Jared Miller.
This one's on Joyce. And he's starting his secondary before Joyce comes home. There's absolutely nothing Russell can do there. To the point that Coatsy on first base didn't even follow him. Stayed put at first. But Joyce pumps in strike 2. He's now 1 inning away from getting Notre Dame off the field. Up to this point, they've scored in each of the first 4 innings.
Runner for first, swing and a miss. So they don't mind the stolen base because they end up with the strikeout. And Notre Dame with a hit and a walk, they straighten from here. When we return, we'll talk with